Hello, this is Jim Wright, and this is your Minute to Slim It. Have you ever had somebody offer to give you advice about something of which they really have never experienced? It can be so frustrating. Let's take weight loss, for example. Sometimes you'll have that skinny mini that'll come up to you and say, well, it's not that hard. You just have to say no. And you're thinking, what do you know about weight loss? You've never had that struggle. Sometimes you look at people and they give you advice about something they've never really experienced. And honestly, most of us really have a hard time taking that advice seriously. We want to hear from somebody who's been down that road. We want to hear about somebody who struggled with their weight all their life. And I just want to say this. In order to stand up, you have to know what falling down feels like. In order to stand up, you have to know what falling down feels like. Here's the deal. I've been living this lifestyle over 4.5 years. I lost my weight. I keep it off today. Why do I stand up against a diet demon? Because I know what falling down feels like. I know what it feels like to have your gut hanging out over your belt. I know what it feels like to be lethargic all day. I know what it feels like to have burning in your throat from acid reflux. I know what it feels like to have nuclear stress tests because you're having chest pains. I know what it feels like to have the doctor telling you that your blood pressure is getting higher and higher. I know what it feels like to feel embarrassed about your weight when you're standing up in front of people. I know what it feels like to have that lower self-confidence. I know what it feels like to put on those clothes and they're getting tighter and tighter and you have to go out and buy bigger clothes. I know what it feels like. So, because I stand up is because I know what it felt like to fall down. So, if you want to lose weight, I'm here for you. But in order to stand up, you have to know what it feels like to fall down. So when the diet demon comes after you, say, you know what, I am not going to give in to you, diet demon, because I know what it feels like down there in the pit where you want me to waller. I don't want to waller in the pit. I'm going to stand up. And you know what? Someday I'm going to help other people stand up too. Because I know what it feels like to fall down. So if you're going to stand up, okay, that's great. With weight loss, stand up. You know what it feels like to fall down. And when you achieve that goal, you can help others stand up too. Why? Because you knew what it felt like to fall down. And that is today's Minute to Slim It.